Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on Prizepicks. Today I got my 3 favorite plays in the NBA for Monday. And look what happened on Sunday, guys. We almost had a clean sweep 3-0. If Embiid just plays basketball, we probably hit this play. But unfortunately, he's another DNP. Nothing new for Embiid, but it's okay. This would have been a 6x if he played and hit. Unfortunately, it's only a 3x, but we cannot be complaining. And on the VIP, we had a decent day as well. Unfortunately, we missed our best bet of the day, which was Timberwolves minus 7.5. They didn't get the job done against the Sixers. And on the other plays, we also missed Cavs on the money line. So that's 2 misses, but then we hit the Hornets, we hit the Celtics, and we hit Wisconsin. So 3 wins, 2 losses, even though one of those losses was the best play. At the end of the day, it's around break even, which is never too bad. Usually we love to hit that best bet of the day, and most of the time we do, but unfortunately, still a break-even day. You can't complain. If you're breaking even, that's still decent, because when it comes to our winning days, we have a huge win. I'll show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. This happened literally just a couple of days ago. I'm pretty sure this was Saturday. Absolutely awesome stuff on the VIP. Now, if you guys are not on the Winnable yet, make sure you get on the Winnable. It is completely free. You get bonus plays from me every single day, and I'm doing a offer. If this video gets to 10 likes, I'm dropping my most confident play of the day for completely free. This is usually a VIP exclusive bet, but it's going out for completely free to every single one of you guys. If all you got to do is get this video to 10 likes. So make sure you're signed up on the free plan. Link is up there. Link is down there as well to sign up for the Winnable. Now let's get into some picks for today. This is what happened yesterday, and these were also really sweat-free, by the way. But let's talk about the plays for today. Starting off with play number 1. It's De'Aaron Fox. So we got Spurs versus Pistons. I meant to do this at the beginning of the video, but just to show you guys the slate we're working with, we only have 3 games of hoops, but we have 1 elite game. Spurs versus Pistons is going to be an absolute movie. I'm projecting 2 insane defenses. And let's talk about De'Aaron Fox. These other 2 games aren't as great to watch, but there are some really good lines. We're going to talk about them pretty soon. First up, De'Aaron Fox on the over at 5.5 assists. So you guys can tell straight off the bat, 5.5 assists for a point guard of De'Aaron Fox's caliber already just something doesn't sound right. That sounds a little bit too low. And yeah, he's averaging 7.5 in his last 10 games. So it doesn't sound right for a good reason, right? It's a little bit too low. Usually this should be around 6, 6.5, or 7, right? Today it's at 5.5. And there's a good reason for that. They're playing the number 1 assists allowed defense in all of basketball. The Detroit Pistons are an elite level defense, but when it comes to assists allowed, they're the best defense in all of basketball. And the point guards, it's the exact same. So this is a very difficult matchup for him, but we're still hitting the over here. I still love De'Aaron Fox on this play because honestly, if it was at 6.5, if it was at 7, I'd say that's a little bit too high, right? He's able to produce against other teams, but maybe not against a great defense like the Pistons. Now it's only at 5.5. I think they've gone too far in the opposite direction. It makes sense that when your matchup gets a lot tougher, your line is going to have to get a little bit lower. But in this case, the matchup has gotten tougher and the line has gotten a lot lower. So we're taking the over at 5.5 assists. And don't get me wrong, De'Aaron Fox can 100% hit this line against tough defenses. Boom. OKC, 6th best defense to assist. He dropped 10 assists in that game. And that was at the beginning of February, so not even that long ago. And then again at the beginning of February, Orlando, 8th best defense to assist. He drops another 10 bomb on the assist. So he can hit this, and boom. Also, Houston, 2nd best defense in the league to assist. De'Aaron Fox drops 8. So you guys get the picture. He's very good, very consistent in the last 10 at getting to this line of 5.5 assists. He only needs 6 assists to cash this in this game. And yeah, it's a tough matchup, but he's done it before. I love De'Aaron Fox in this one. And the spread right now is Spurs at plus 1.5, so it's literally a toss-up. This one's going to be must-watch TV. Make sure you have this one on. Spurs versus Pistons. Now, moving into play number 2, we've got G.G. Jackson from the Grizzlies on the over at 15 points. Now, this one is a straight heat check for G.G. Jackson. There is no reason for his line to be this low at 14.5 or 15 points, wherever it is, because he's been on fire. He's simply been that guy. And post All-Star break, I'll show you guys 20 points, 28 points. And guys, the defense that he's playing is going to get worse. It's literally going to get worse. He's got dropped 20 against Utah, then played a bottom 10, but like a 20th ranked defense, so a little under average defense in the Miami Heat. He popped off 28 points. And now look who he gets to play. The lovely Sacramento Kings. We love taking overs against the Kings because they suck and they actually want to suck, right? These are two teams who are trying to lose, right? The Kings don't really, they obviously are tanking, right? And the Grizzlies, they just gave away Jaren Jackson Jr. They're trying to tank too, right? Gigi Jackson is going to have a lot of opportunity. And don't get me wrong. Please understand this about the NBA. Just because teams are trying to lose doesn't mean the players on the court are trying to lose. This should be something that you guys all know. If you hear anybody talking about this, the players are trying to lose, that's wrong. Every single player, when they get on the floor in the NBA, except for the superstars, some superstars lose their head a little bit. Every single other player is fighting for every last minute. The more minutes they get, the more opportunities they get, the more points they can score, the more eyes they can get on their product, their brand, and then they can get more money, right? This is a business for all these players. They need to provide and produce every single time they get on the floor. So just because a team is trying to lose and a team is, trying to tank for a better draft pick, doesn't mean the players they put out there are not working their ass off to try to get as many points as possible and really just showcase their talents as much as possible to get more opportunities. So don't get me wrong, Gigi Jackson, he's trying to play you. And 14.5 points, it's honestly disrespectful. It is simply disrespectful. If you look at the season, yeah, he started off really cold. He started off pretty bad. But we know this guy's been an elite prospect. We know this guy is that young player who can pop off. And he is clearly realizing that potential in these last 3 games. 21, 20, 28 points. And now he plays the Kings. You guys can do the math. Now, let's get into play number 3, excuse me. It's going to come from the exact same game, and we're taking Russell Westbrook here on the over at 17.5 points and assists. Now, this is the same game he's playing for the Kings, going up against the Grizzlies. We're going to talk about this one real quick, but first up, timeout. Let's look at the payout right here. $100 is turning into $600. I put this in over on Prizepicks. If you guys lock it in on any other app, I challenge you, find another app that pays you this much. 100 into 600 for a 3-man play is absolutely elite. So if you're not on Prizepicks yet, sign up on Prizepicks using code BAM. Link is in the pinned comment. It'll take you 5 minutes. You get on a new app. When you play your first $5 on Prizepicks, they're going to give you $50. So if you're not on Prizepicks yet, get on with code BAM. If you already are on Prizepicks, start playing more 3-mans, guys. Literally every single play, personal play and VIP play and free play that I send out on Prizepicks are 3-man power plays. It is by far the most effective, most efficient slip type, and the best value. Just keep taking 3-man powers. Now, let's talk about Russell Westbrook right here. We're not going to spend too much time on this one. If you look at the last 20, and you just look at it on a huge sample size, right? 20 games between January 2nd and right now, so literally the entire 2026. What's happening with Russ? Well, he's hit the over in 14 of the last 20 games, and he's averaging around 21 to 22 points plus assists. Tonight, the line is at 17.5. Makes no sense to me, makes no sense to you. There's no reason, except that Russell Westbrook has been cold in his last 2 games. Yeah, it makes sense. He's played the Magic and the Spurs, who are a top 10 and a top 5 defense. He's been cold against them. He only dropped 6 PA and 9 PA. It makes sense that he's had a couple rough games. But today, he's not going up against a tough defense. He's going up against the Grizzlies, who are bottom 10 in points and bottom 10 in assists. So this should be a real get back on the horse spot here for Russell Westbrook. He's been consistently getting 21, 22, 23 points plus assists, and now I expect him to do that again against a considerably weaker defense here in the Memphis Grizzlies. So those are my 3 plays for the day. Like I said, we only got 3 NBA games, but we do have Spurs versus Pistons. Make sure you're watching that one. And like I said, if this video gets to 10 likes, my most confident play of the day is being dropped in the group for completely free. So like this video up, and let's go 3-0.